Médano is a special place to me. This place shaped me.
After being 14 years involved in growing and building this company, I feel that the time is right for an evolution.
It's the place where for 14 years I've been spending most of my time. I started to work here in the center as a worker, and I grew here as a rider.
So this is not where the story ends. It's a new chapter. It's an evolution of what we're already started, and it's going to be even bigger and better.
And I grew here all the way up to making my first overall World Cup podium right here on the beach. And now it's time to take over the business.
I did not want to sell the company just to anyone or to a company, because that did not feel right here. Because the success of the TWS, the shop and the Duotone Pro Center not only lies in the location where we are or the best gear that we offer, but it's more about the team. If you look at our reviews, everybody highly rates our workers, guys at the center, the whole team, which are fully committed, passionate. Everybody goes sailing after work. Coming here as young guys, creating a life here, starting families and still being connected to the company. To see the centers active, moving, everybody doing their role and having fun, that makes me really proud. And that's why for me as an entrepreneur, it's very important not just to sell the company, but to also sustain their future and creating something which can evolve to even something much nicer, much more beautiful. Yeah, I wanted to keep the DNA of the company and the services we offer to our guests at a high level. And that brings me to Yordi. I know Yordi already over a long time. He came to work for us. Actually, he was our first employee at the center at TWS in late 2012, early 2013.
I saw some guys training slalom here, which immediately had really good results on the World Cup. So this was my main motivation to visit this place.
He was a young, ambitious windsurfer, and just wanting to windsurf and grow into this sport.
He straight away started sponsoring me, so I had TWS stickers in my sail. And actually, some people thought I was the owner, or partly, because I was kind of straight away very strongly connected to the center.
Here at the TWS Center.
I'm here at the TWS Center. Welcome in the TWS Center. I organized the TWS Pro Slalom Training for 3 years. I did my internship for the university there. So I wrote a strategic marketing plan for the center. And from there on, it's been standard. You know, when people were asking me what you're gonna do this winter, there was basically no question about it. For 13 winters, I always went to Médano. That was the only way, the only place.
In addition to this, Jordy is a really good coach. He's renowned for his clinics that he conducts all over Europe and also here at TWS. And that matches this coaching ability and his friendliness and his capability to improve people matches perfectly with the DNA that we have as a company. Creating best days on the water for our guests. And over the 13 years that I've seen him grown from an athlete, from zero to hero, podium here on Tenerife, being world champion, IFCA and much more. But even more important, I saw him growing as a human being, as a person. Now being married to Maria, having 2 kids, Levi and Matthias.
So when I got father now of 2 boys, you know, that also didn't stop me to go here. And also my wife is super excited now to move here. She also loves the water sports and everything the island has to offer.
So he's not only committed professionally, but also personally to the location here, to the company, and that will bring even more success. I travel all the time back and forward from the Netherlands to here, but I think having somebody here directly at the helm will create a lot of space and a lot of opportunities for our ambitions and plans.
When you come to the centers, you can really feel that this is built up by someone with a passion for water sports. I know it myself from picking him up from the airport, and whenever there is wind and waves, you know, he's like, "Whoa, I gotta go on the water." I think the way everything is implemented is because of Harco having that passion, and that's of course also a passion that bounds us.
The stoke I still got for windsurfing, the passion of combining business with my passion, yeah, that's for me is a perfect setup. What I wanted to create with TWS in the beginning, but also with the Duotone Center, is that we have better gear than the people at home. Because then it's fun to rent. If you have like the latest, greatest gear, you're excited to go and rent and not bring your own gear.
I'm very impressed by his work, because if you see, and I think all clients who have been here, they know what he built up, and they know how professional it is, and they know how high-end it is.
But when they're inside, I want them to feel like, wow, this is like the candy shop of water sports, of board sports. Because it's not only windsurfing, it's also kiting, winging, surfing, foil assist, e-foils, everything. And I want people to be really impressed when they come down and feel like, wow, I've never seen something like this. And that makes it nice. That's nice for the team, and makes me proud as well. It's nice to do.
And it feels like it's big shoes to fill, kind of, you know, because the way he's doing it is very impressive to me. And I think I can learn a lot from him on how he did all of this.
I will coach Yordi and mentor him, transfer all my knowledge to him, and create the possibility to expand our business here and our ambitions, because we have a lot. I asked him several times and over the years, but I thought he was still not ready for it. But now, as the windsurf world is changing, the PWA is changing a lot. It's difficult to get sponsors to earn money with windsurfing. So yeah, actually all these variations came together, and that made it last summer when the World Cup was here. I sat down with him and we talked several times.
Yeah, this kind of perfectly fell into place. I'm getting older, and even though I think I can still be competitive for quite some years to come, you start to think about the future, you know, like what am I gonna do after this? Because I cannot windsurf forever, and I don't want to, you know, end up in some place I don't want to be, you know. So I want to do something I'm passionate about, which obviously has to do with water sport. I love windsurfing. I also love other water sports, kite surfing secretly more than some people think. Or when winging came, I was excited to learn, and a bit of I love to stand up paddle in the waves.
He has the right DNA. He has the right culture. He knows everybody, so it's like a natural step that he takes over and evolves into from being an athlete into also doing business with windsurfing and water sports, and it makes me really proud to have him.
You can kind of feel over 13 years how it is to work together, and I think it's a really good fit, and it's a motivation for me, you know, to prove to him that I have what it takes, you know, to move forward what he built up. I think it's a trust he put in me, because obviously he would not give me this opportunity if he was not sure that I would have what it takes to move this forward in the vision he has. And it's a shared vision that's I think really important.
I really feel strongly that Yordi is a good successor. It's nice to have a young boss who's active, who's really doing what he loves. So I'm pretty sure that Yordi, with the team, he will continue and make this company grow. And I will stay connected strategically and with creative ideas. But for me, also a new phase starts with more time to windsurf, more time to travel, visit beautiful spots around the world. I get rid of the physical part and the traveling all the time back and forward to Tenerife, which I do 15, 20 times a year. So for me, this does not feel like a farewell, it's more like an evolution. And I'm confident that with Yordi at the helm, it will be an even bigger success in the years that come towards us.
So obviously very excited to see the people, the clients that we had before, you know, to come back and hopefully experience everything even better than before. And welcome new people. You know, I think this place for die-hard water sports people, for families, you know, for such a big range of people, it's such an amazing place. And I'm pretty sure enough people haven't come yet and hasn't seen and felt it themselves. So I hope to welcome a lot of new people as well, to make sure they windsurf like they never did before.